Hey, what is up? What's going on, everybody? Um, yeah, another podcast. I have a very special guest, local comedian. Yep, in the 209, Mr. Jordan QB, as I call him.
QB.
Yep, give it a little gangster appeal.
The
Mr.
most.
Jordan Quattlebaum, what's up, brother?
Howdy, howdy. How you doing, man?
All right, nothing much, man. Shit.
Thank you for having me on.
Definitely, bro. Actually, he's part of the Broken Comics
Yes, sir.
comedy. Yeah, 1/3. I planned it. I was planning on having you guys all together, but due to the schedule, I was like,
Yeah, it's really
it
hard.
was
Nick's
hard.
in rehab and TC's, and
I
they
know.
They
What's
won't
up with
let
that guy, man?
Yeah, and they won't
Fucking-
let TC out of the old folks' home, so it's kind of hard. I'm the only one that's really available.
He talks to himself,
Yeah.
to the wall, and shit.
We'll have it eventually once he gets out on probation.
Right, I know.
TC's
Yeah.
grandkids
Pay his
let him out.
child support and shit.
Yeah.
Damn it. But man, we had Poppy's Coffee last night.
Yes, sir. My mic
Yeah.
every Thursday in
Yeah.
Stockton.
Yep, your horse.
I'm literally gonna make merch. I'm not even kidding. I already have an idea where I'm gonna Photoshop my face on a horse. Those of you that don't know the inside joke, basically,
Yeah, I know.
this is like the third time it's happened. Everyone will always be like, "Okay, I'm done with my set. Give it up for your horse. I mean,
Yeah.
your host." I'm like, "Do I look like a fucking horse? Like, I don't know what you want from me."
Man. I know, man.
So I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Give it up for your horse," and it's my face on a horse's body.
Yeah. But man, yeah, it's fun times last night. A little low key, mainly comics.
Yeah, well, that's how it mostly is a lot of the times, and then out of nowhere you just get the big ones. But it's kind of cool because just like Finnegan's and Bubble Leaf, it's kind of like a place for us to work out our stuff, and then we have other comics, and the comics
Yeah,
come up to you and be
yeah.
like, "Hey, do this. Hey, do that."
Yeah. Which I was gonna ask you because like how long you been doing it? Like how'd you get started doing
In
comics?
January, I'll be 2 years.
Ah,
So I
nice.
believe it was like like near the middle of January is when I first started.
Mhm. Okay.
And yeah, I started. My first mic was actually downtown Stockton at a place called the Liberation Room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a showcase or anything. It just they have like karaoke night,
Mm-hmm.
but they just called it open mic.
Oh, okay.
And then I asked them, I was like, "Hey, I want to try stand up for the first time. Is it okay?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, man. Like, go ahead." And I was so nervous because I was like, "Man, how many people are gonna be there? This is crazy." And I invited all my family, all my friends, so like
Yeah.
7 people came. And then I get there, and there's literally only like 4 people, other than my family members. And
That's
I
a-
was still nervous. I was like, "Oh
Right.
my god!" And I'll never forget this. There was this old couple at the bar, and they were getting up and leaving. And I literally wore like a fancy, like I had like a collared shirt on. That's in my first YouTube video. I dressed up super nice, and the
Right.
lady's like, "What are you here doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my first time." And then she's like, "Well, we were gonna leave, but I'm gonna stay and watch you." And that just meant a lot to me. I was like, "Oh my god, now I really have to." And then I went up there and
Yeah.
just said "dick joke." And one thing I'm proud of every time I talk to people, I did over 10 minutes for my first time.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people said that's crazy to do for your first time. I didn't know because, when you want to do stand up and you just write so much material,
Mhm.
I was like, this wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah.
But apparently you're not, you were supposed to only do like 5, like to 3 when you first start.
Yeah, that's how I started with 5, I think, like
Mm.
somewhere around 5.5 or
But
something.
like I said, about 5 of it was actually good. And the other 5 was just terrible.
Yeah, 50-50.
A lot of it was like, it was corny stuff like you would probably hear before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because when you're first starting, you think this is what people like, and then now where I'm at, I'm like, oh, I
Oh,
need
big, yeah, big difference. Big difference.
yeah. Like if you look at it, it's just normal like slapstick humor that everyone makes jokes about.
Mhm.
So yeah, but of course, it's your first time. You try to idolize stuff you see,
Yeah.
and then you realize, oh, you should be different.
Mhm.
So hopefully, I'm more evolved than I was then.
Yeah, right. Who well, actually, like in town, were there any mics?
Well, yeah, that was the problem. Is I didn't start till I was 20, and I've been wanting to do it my whole life, but it's Stockton, so I was like, there ain't fucking shit here,
Right.
and I just never tried because I would look around, there's nothing, and then eventually, when I got with my girlfriend, she told me like, oh, what's your passion? What have you always been passionate about? And I was like, I love comedy. Like, I've always wanted to do it. She's like, why don't you do it? I was like, there is nothing here. Like, unless we're in LA, that's what I thought. I'm like, unless we're in LA, there's no way I can do it.
Right.
And then we looked up. I found that mic. I was like, I got to try it. I tried it. And I was like, that's cool. And then I discovered, my girlfriend discovered Laughs Unlimited in Old Sacramento. And then she's all, it's an actual comedy clubs. And I got nervous. I signed up for the Pro AM Showcase. And that was my second time performing in front of an actual crowd.
Yeah.
Which was terrifying, but probably one of the best nights ever because I realized I can do this.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just started meeting people. And then turns out there are people from Stockton that do it. Then I hear about Finnegan's open mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't realize, that was the first time I ever bombed because I realized, wow, like people don't listen. But now, as a Stockton comic, we all know, hey, fuck you.
Right.
We go up there, we tried. If you don't like it, okay, I'm done. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then eventually we all started meeting each other, and then it motivated me to make my own mic. And then now we have Tariq, who made his mic. So now we have Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yeah. 3 days out of the week, man.
And that's within the 2 years of us being like, me the 2 years of me starting stand up, and it makes me think, man, what happens in like when I'm 10 years in comedy, how big will our Stockton scene be by then?
I hope so, man.
That's what I'm hoping too.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because it makes me sad that there's someone out there, a young boy like me, who is like, man, I wish I could do this, but doesn't know about it. But now it's starting to get out to where they can do it.
Yeah, because even last night we had some cats from Modesto.
Yeah.
like they're even coming out and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so that's dope, you know?
Yeah, it just makes me happy because, like, if I was like 16 and I knew of this scene, I would have started way sooner. It's just, it's Stockton, so I just assumed we didn't have anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But now 16-year-olds can start if they wanted to. Probably not at Finnegan's, but
right.
Poppy's, they're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, at this point in time, it's a perfect time because like when I got started, like cause I actually I can even backtrack a little bit because you even did whiskey barrel too, right? Or was about to do it or something with that?
Yeah, that was supposed to be one of my open mics, but the guy kind of, I don't know, something was weird with him. Well, what happened was I did my birthday show there.
And that's one of the first times I met you there, actually.
And that was a great turnout. That was the first time I ever headlined and stuff like that, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then,
you know what? Real quick, shout out to you for putting me on because,
oh no, dude, you're funny,
man. Because I think I barely met you at that time, and Nick introduced me to you.
And that was actually the first time I actually like was getting to know Nick. I knew him like once before.
Yeah.
And then Dave Touchstone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we got to thank Dave for that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Dave, Dave gave me the opportunity to do that show.
Fucking Dave Touchstone.
Yeah, man. Dave Touchstone, we love you, man. If it wasn't for him, Broken Comics wouldn't be a thing. Yeah. I would have never met Nick, and then Nick would have never introduced me to TC. Yeah. And then like Nick, it was just crazy because Dave was just like, yeah, this is my buddy Nick. He's pretty funny, and I talked to him a little bit. And then I saw him do stand-up. I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious. So then I put him, and then I seen you do it. I was like, this guy's hilarious. So I was like, I want you guys in my birthday show so you guys will carry my birthday show until I get, because you get some people, and then the crowd will die, and you're like, damn it, and you have to have someone like pick it up. Yeah. My birthday show, everyone fucking killed it. I loved it. Yeah. Everyone was great.
Yeah, Marcellus was on it.
Yeah, Marcellus, Jackie Pearl, Aja May, I love her.
Yeah.
Who else was on it?
The dude.
We even have Robert Berry. Robert Berry, he's great too.
The dude in the wheelchair.
Dan Smith. I love Dan Smith.
Yeah, man. When I saw him, I was like, oh shit! Like this is somewhere like, oh man, like I can kind of relate. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's a funny guy too.
Yeah, no, he is. I was like, that was the first time I actually seen him. I was like, oh shit! Like,
I met him a few times, and then just every time I met him, he's always been so great.
That's dope.
So that's why I was like, I got to put him on my birthday show because I haven't seen him in a while. I don't think I've seen him since. I've probably seen him like once or twice, but briefly. Yeah. But anyways, so and then I just kept Nick just kept on saying like, "What's the next show? What's the next show?" And then fucking became one of my great friends. And then I brought up the Broken Comics thing. Fun fact:
Yeah.
Q-Bomb comedy was supposed to be Broken Comics. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, like when I did Whiskey Barrel,
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to have that open mic.
Mhm.
It was under Broken Comics comedy. It was supposed to be my show.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like my thing. But then I realized it's Broken Comics comedy sounds like a group.
Yeah.
So I changed it to Q-Bomb comedy, and I made all those logos, and I just
Mhm.
sat. And then when I met Nick, we started talking about being in a group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, dude, what would our group, if we started a group, what would it be?" And I was like, "Dude, I legitimately already have a logo and design, and the name, Broken Comics." He goes, "That's badass." I was
Yeah.
like, "Thanks." Got him, and then he goes, "Oh, you should look up my friend TC." And then met TC. TC's a great ass funny dude. And then
Yeah. Shout us out to TC.
yeah, and it's been history since.
Yeah, man.
I respect those boys a lot, and honestly, I thank them a lot for where I'm at in comedy today, because I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for them. Like, I'm being dead ass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to be, I like, technically, if you want to be technical, not really. I've kind of been doing comedy longer than them, but their joke writing and their advice is just always helped me become a better comedian.
Oh yeah, man. They're solid.
Yeah, and
They're
then
solid.
they're the reason why I'm able to make it to shows and all that stuff. Like they helped me a lot. So that's why I want to give them credit where credit is due, because I wouldn't be where I'm at without them.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely complement each other. You guys been doing different shows
Yeah.
as a group. So yeah, you guys are doing damage, man. So,
Thank you.
but like when I got started, like last year, 2018, like how I got started, like I didn't know, like I think the only open mic I heard was like Blackwater.
Oh, I forgot about Blackwater.
Yeah, that was the only because
I liked it.
What happened?
Well, you heard what happened, right? With that?
Oh, yeah, somewhat. Yeah,
it was
yeah,
basically somebody went in there and they said an offensive joke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a mom had her kid there, and they're like, "Oh, that's offensive."
Yeah, yeah.
And I can agree with that, but I'm kind of irritated because there was a dude before that guy who sang a song about how he wants to slit his wrist and kill himself.
Right.
So it's like, you can't get mad about a dude making a dick joke when the dude before him literally made an entire song about how he wants to just be dead.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's art. It's all art. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a shame. I mean, I wish that like they
well,
would've
that's what I was
kept
gonna
it.
say. Is Nick and me were talking to the guy. We're trying to work out a thing where we can just have a comedy open mic there. We're not sure if we're gonna do it weekly or if it's gonna be a showcase thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Blackwater should be coming back hopefully next year,
yeah.
and it's kind of like Nick's thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I think he was telling me about it too.
yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Nick's trying to get that together, and
Yeah.
his ideas for it is really good. But I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. No, that's dope because I kind of like Blackwater actually. Like
I did too. I did a few good
nice
sets there.
little spot there, but that was the only one I heard in town. Like I don't know how it was like previously, because like you know what I'm saying, like when Saul was doing it, some of the other local comedians.
At Finn's, you mean?
No, even prior to that, because he started the Finn's last year.
Who was that? Wait, I didn't even know someone who did it before Saul.
That one, I don't know. That's a mystery. I don't know who did. But what he told me, he started that in August of last year.
Yeah.
Saul did, but you know what I'm saying, like
Was it that late?
Because
I think my first time going to Finnegan's was August of last year. That was the first time.
yeah, it might have been right around that time when he started. I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, like when like 5-10 years ago, you know what I'm saying, when he started, like what was around here at that time, aside from Blackwater, because I think I heard that a lot of the local Stockton comedians would go to Sacramento and wherever else, Bay Area, but primarily Sacramento. And
Yeah.
and you can get that confused easily. It's like, oh, where are you from, or you do comedy? You from Sacramento? Like, no, we're from out of town, Stockton. Like, what, Stockton?
Yeah.
So, but Yeah, my first time there was Blackwater, and
That was your first mic ever?
yeah, yeah,
Oh wow,
first mic, and
that's not a bad mic to
yeah,
start.
no, it's not too bad.
Sometimes there's some assholes, but compared to Finnegan's is just no one lists. Like my first time, I felt like God, I don't know. It must have been like I don't know how many times. I was barely like I was like 4 to 6 months in, something like that. And
Hmm.
I that was just the first time I was like standing there. I'm like, no one listens at
Yeah,
all.
man.
I even tried doing crowd work, and they were so drunk. They're just like, what? And I was like, okay. And I think I did like 4 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'm done. But then I realized I'm just like, if I can get through Finnegan's, then you can get through anything. So that's why I just talk through everybody, just like, fuck you, fuck you. And then I've had some great sets there.
Right, right, yeah,
So it just goes with your experience. And now all of us, we do it like it's cake.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
yeah, so we should be able to do any mic now.
right. And you know, yeah, it's a learning process. I mean, like,
Yeah.
trying to get your feet wet, and
Hmm.
um, starting to meet other comedians. It's like now it's to the point where, like, yeah, it's like a scene now, and it's good to see.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
I mean, shit, like, yeah, like you said, you have Tyreek. He has his open mic. Uh, Wednesday Finnegan's. Marcellus took over for Soul. So, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there might be more in the future.
That's what we're hoping for. That way we can at
Yeah,
least do
yeah.
it one night a week.
You know what? And I was thinking
I mean,
about doing one too, but
where
it,
would you do it?
good question. Like, but I thought about it too. Like, is that gonna oversaturate it? Like, you
No.
think?
You got to remember, like, when you throw it, just try to not do it on nights that other comics are
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
Obviously, that. Yeah.
Like maybe have yours on a Monday or even on a Friday,
Hmm.
and then basically it's just more workout time for all of us.
Yeah.
So that's why there'd be some nights where Poppies is fucking like popping,
Yeah. Yeah.
but and then there's some nights where it's just kind of like bland. But it's like
Hmm.
you got to remember some comics are busy.
Yeah.
And then some, like they'll go there eventually. You just gotta like you see how Finnegan's is. They'll be dead in some nights, and then some
Yeah.
nights it's like bit popping is a lot. So
So that's it. Yeah. I'm definitely contemplating about that.
and like all of us would support it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a good thing. Like I mean, the regulars, like you guys, and um, will come out and stuff, and that would be cool. But I'm gonna still brainstorm that, and hopefully maybe try to get that going
Yeah.
one day. But yeah, shit. And what is it? You brought up this thing last night about crowd work,
Mm-hmm.
or even you just mentioned it earlier too. Like um, like with me, um, I try to dive into that a little bit. So, sometimes it's a little scary, just because
Mm.
um, the unknown factor of it. But
Well, yeah.
and but I don't do too much of it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get a hang of it. But I'll pick out certain things where, like, maybe a certain comic before me said something, either in his material or whatever, or he points out something, um, like I can spin off that, um, or something about the location or the place or whatever the mic is. And
Mm.
um, but how do you feel about that, like, as far as crowd work?
As
Like, is
far as
it
crowd work,
good? Yeah, is it good? Is it like,
I personally feel like crowd work is always good in almost any situation.
yeah.
It just depends how you handle it.
Yeah.
Because there's some people who can just go at it very offensively. So,
Yeah.
the way I see it is it's good to attack, like when you know what I mean, with your jokes, but you
Mhm.
got to remember you don't want to be too much of a dick to where you lose the crowd and then you just
Yeah.
become the asshole. So,
Yeah.
like, for example, the way like Nick handled it last night, if you see that, for example, how Nick was just like, I don't want to bug you, sir, but what are you doing? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
being a dick, but not enough to where he's being a complete
Complete,
asshole.
yeah.
Everyone gets it. It's like, haha, he's messing with the dude. And then Nick goes, I'm sorry, sir, I'm just kidding. The way you got to be playful, or else you become that guy
Right.
where it's just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, and because if you be too much of an asshole, you get those drunken guys who won't stop fucking talking.
You know, Hussein did it pretty good last night.
I love
too.
his shit too, yeah, because his delivery. What I like about Hussein is he literally he talks as if he just woke up.
Yeah.
So when a dude's like, "Yo, fuck you," he's just like, okay.
Because that guy was getting annoyed. Like,
Yeah,
like,
he was
come on.
getting so annoyed. And I like how when Nick went up there, the guy kind of like wasn't as like pushy because you know what I mean. I don't know. It just kind of annoyed me with that guy.
Yeah, no, I appreciate crowd work. It's funny, man.
Yeah, and fun fact, like this is a plug by the way, but I have an EP that I released where it's
EP.
completely crowd work. Nothing in it is my material. It's just me going off the crowd.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it. It's called Conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super funny. Like there's a bunch of moments in there where people like those videos I told you about of the Ellen fan and the zipper being down. That's all on it.
Oh, okay.
And it's made some great sets just because it's crowd work and going off what I see in the crowd.
Where can they get that?
Anywhere, iTunes, YouTube, Google Plus,
Check it
Spotify.
out,
Yeah.
Conundrum.
Yeah.
Conundrum.
I thought it was a great name for it because it's kind of like a great definition for it.
That's what's up, man. Check it out, y'all.
But yeah, like that's why I was trying to tell a lot of us, like comics, we don't have to make a stand-up special, but like these little EP, like I felt like the little EP, like people actually got interested in it, and it kind of like gives people a taste of how you are on stage.
Right.
So
when did you do that or complete that?
When did I release it? I think I released it. Was it August?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. I think it was like August or September.
Yeah.
Checking it up right now. But yeah, like what I did was like just recording all my sets, and they were just funny moments, and then I just kept them. I was like, I need to do something with this, and then I realized I was like, I should make a little album. October 13th. That's when I released it.
Oh, okay. It was like put together little
yeah.
snippets.
So it's very Steve Martin style about how like you could tell like it fades out and then it goes into the next one. It's not like how a regular stand-up album is where it just flows.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
that's what's up.
It was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I feel like a lot of us should do that because I feel like it helps get your name out there.
Yeah, man, it's a struggle. Definitely a struggle, but it's fun. We enjoy it. It's part of the learning process.
Yeah.
But man, like I don't know if you heard like Eddie Murphy's trying to get back into comedy. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling how everyone else feels. I'm worried about it, but I'm also excited.
Yeah, when I heard about it, I was like, because I think I heard I forget who was talking about it, but they were saying that if he did come back, like he would have to work the clubs versus like coming straight out. You know what I'm saying? Like like do like a big stage show or whatever. He would have to start slow and build up because it's been so many years now.
Yeah.
Like you have to like kind of go through the process again.
Yeah, but you also got to remember he's such a big name in comedy that it's probably going to be hard for him just to come out at a little club, That's the only thing I'm thinking of. It's like because he's been gone for so long, it's going to be hard for him to just walk back into the clubs and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I think one interview he did say that he would have to start out slow.
Yeah.
So he did say that publicly, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's only right. I think a lot of the comedians would think the same too. Like, yeah, just kind of go through the process again, work the smaller clubs or wherever, and then build up to it. Maybe within a year or two or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel like him as a comedian?
I love him.
Yeah.
He was technically he's the first stand-up like I ever watched.
Oh, okay.
I remember my parents had it on DVD and my mom was like, "Hey, you can't watch this." And then I watched it and then my mom's like, "Oh, fuck it." And then now my mom's like, "Yep, he's funny, he's hilarious, blah blah
Oh
blah." And
hell
then
yeah, man.
me being like my mom, that's what I love about my parents. They straight up knew that I was gonna be a comedian
Mm.
because my mom's like, well, here's the thing. My dad always wanted me to be a stand-up comedian, and my mom always wanted me to be an actor.
What?
Because I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey's old classic shit is so good, and me and my mom like him and Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, shit like that.
Yeah.
So my mom's always been like, you should be that comedian in movies that always like is the clown. And I'm like, yeah, but then I never did theater. And then me and my dad, we watched like, you know what I mean? Kevin Hart, Anthony Jeselnik, Chris D'Elia, Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? And my dad's like, you should be a stand-up comedian. And then I've always wanted to do stand-up.
Oh man, fucking Jeselnik is a beast, man.
Oh my God. That is a man who does not give a fuck about
Hell
anything.
no, man. I love his style, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's crazy.
A killer, man. He's a killer. But you know what I'm saying? Like going back to the Eddie Murphy thing, like it's crazy how like he's been gone for so long, like from that scene. But when you look back at his comedy, like dude was doing it like at an early age. Just imagine if he was putting out specials like every other year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like fuck, man. I mean, he was already like fucking funny as hell, like right from the get, man. I mean, he did the SNL thing. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
well, yeah, it like I said, I'm hoping it's worth the hype that we've been waiting for, like all these years when he does make it.
Right.
But a lot's what I worry for is like waiting for it and then it's not what the hype is. Like I forgot who talked about it. I think it was a comedian that talked about it, like in one of his sets. It's so crazy how much comedy has evolved since Eddie Murphy was there.
That's true.
For example, Eddie Murphy's I think it was his first album, and this is in the guy's stand-up act. It's fucking brilliant, and it's true. His first album, the first track was called Faggots, and the whole entire thing is him making fun of gay people. Right? In 2019, you cannot do that. Yeah. And then he makes his second album. Guess what track 1 is called? Faggots Revisited. Like, you can't do that.
I know.
But Eddie Murphy did that, and at the time, that was okay. So imagine if one of us released an album and the track 1 was called that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what the dude was talking about in his stand-up, and I gotta figure out who that was. It was a brilliant set. But yeah, it's just, to me, that just sounds crazy how much, and it makes you think what will happen like in the future when our sets become too much.
Yeah.
So that makes you think, will Eddie Murphy continue to be that edgy, or is he gonna say
cross that line?
Yeah, or is he gonna say stuff that remotes to stuff in this day and age?
Yeah, no, that's a good observation.
Yeah. And that's what makes me worried, is because I know it's kind of fucked up to say, but I like Anthony Jeselnik because of how much he's willing to push the boundaries. I like comics that are willing to just push it. Yeah. I know it can be edgy, but in a way, it just makes it more funnier. So I'm hoping Eddie Murphy doesn't steer away from that, and he actually like wants to push the boundaries like he used to.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess.
I mean, because he even had that what is that, when he was on the, he was hosting something, the Oscars or some shit. Oh, he did the Cosby thing, and it was cool, a nice little bit there,
well, that's another one, Dave Chappelle. Fucking great.
Oh, he's fucking genius.
Yeah.
You seen the recent one?
Yeah. I've seen it. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, fucking genius, man.
But that's what I'm saying is like, what does that make us as a person that we laugh at so much fucked up shit? But then stuff in this day and age, it's messed up and it's wrong and it makes you a bad person. But it's like, the whole point of the reason why it makes me laugh is because of how crazy and absurd it is. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I laugh. It's not because I feel this way about that. It's just because it's a joke.
Yeah, well, there's the artistic value to it.
Yeah.
Entertainment. I like for us as comedians, I think we view it as like, dude, it's just a joke,
Yeah.
and then other people that judge it or look at it like think otherwise, and it's like, come on, open up your minds a little bit,
Yeah.
like what's going on?
A
What's
great
going on
way.
here? You're judging all kinds of shit.
Yeah, a great way of looking at it, and it was from Daniel Tosh. You know Tosh Point
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in his new stand-up special, he talked about something like that, where like for example, like people get so offended when you talk about like pedophilia and stuff like that, right? But everyone has always laughed at a Michael Jackson pedophile joke. You know what I mean? Why is that okay? But if someone makes a regular, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he just does stuff like that. And I was like, that's a good point. Everyone has heard and laughed at a Michael Jackson pedophile joke. And some people like it, some people don't. But most of the
Yeah.
time, people think it's funny.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't know who it was, but on one of the mics, somebody said something. We got called out for it, and if we do it again, we're gonna.
Oh, I personally think it was TC because he's the only one who taught. Okay, so to
TC,
elaborate,
if you're listening,
yeah. So what we think happened? So at the Finnegan's mic,
are
we
you
got
sure it
called.
was him?
Okay, because they said somebody talked about rape and made the crowd feel uncomfortable. I'm like, no one talks about rape. But then I thought about it. TC has the whole bit about the rape
The
trombone.
rape, yeah, rape whistle.
So I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. If not, I don't. Unless there was someone completely new who went up there and just started talking about rape.
Yeah.
But yeah, like TC's bit's not even bad. All he says is like girls
No,
shouldn't use a
it's
rape
not.
whistle. They should use a rape trombone. Like, and that's hilarious.
And actually, Nick had something too.
Oh, maybe it was Nick. Nick always goes out. That's what I love about Nick. Nick doesn't fucking care. Oh my
Where's
God.
my father?
Oh God.
No, but no, because he had. Remember, I don't know if you remember that bit. Something like pedophile and gummy bears.
Who the fuck who made that bit?
Yeah, Nick.
It was Nick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, fuck. What? How did that bit go?
Oh shit, I forget how it goes.
Oh, I know
something in jail, or he wanted to get rid of something, or pedophilia.
No, he
or
said something like pedophiles are like gummy bears.
Yeah, some shit like.
I haven't said that bit. I remember I had a bit where it was like, I'll be like, where are my masturbators at? And some people would be like, yeah. I'm like, yep, there's always more than one because you guys tend to stick together.
Well, shit, I have my own masturbation. I mean, shit, man, man, we say all kinds of shit, like, man, I don't know. People are highly sensitive in this PC world, in this climate, in this day and age, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. What you got coming up?
At the moment, not too much. I'm focusing on kind of like my new job I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to make Poppy's mic go better according to plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to start up my YouTube channel again.
Yeah.
Because I kind of miss doing that, and
Yeah.
I have a bunch of series and stuff planned. Me and the Broken Comics are trying to do more sketches.
That's what's up.
2020 is looking like a good year for shows so far because Nick's working out some shit.
Yeah.
Toes will be coming back once it stops getting cold.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited because I don't know if anyone who listens to this lives in Reading. I'll be doing my headlining show there at what was it called? It's at a casino. But yeah, I got a gig where I'm doing a 30-minute set at this casino, and I'm so happy about it.
Nice.
It's on the 29th, and it's at a place, God, where?
29th of what?
Of January.
Oh, January, okay.
It's called Wind River Resort and Casino.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm really excited. There's going to be some funny guys there. And yeah, it's my first time ever being invited, and like it's pretty cool. They're like, yeah, we have a hotel you could stay at and stuff. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's fucking
I gotta
solid.
share. Yeah, I gotta share with comics though. That's the only thing.
But
First time ever. So I think it's exciting, and I'm really happy for the opportunity, and hopefully I can make them laugh.
That's dope, man. Who booked you or reached out to you?
I gotta make sure I say his name right. I don't want to butcher it. Jake Daniels. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool dude.
Damn.
Really happy he gave me the opportunity.
Is he a promoter or a comedian?
I think he's
Or
both.
that's
Yeah.
dope.
I think this is like one of his main places. Like he does.
Okay.
So I just seen it on the forums, and then I just went, I'd love to do it, and then I got it, so I was like
Yeah.
sick. So it just
Man.
means a lot.
How is that that process like? Because you're like almost 2 years in, right? And
Mhm.
I'm a little bit over a year in. Like, um, as far as like getting gigs, getting booked, like let's say if, yes, somebody, either like me or somebody up and coming,
Mhm.
like, oh shit, I'm wheezing. Damn, shit, trying to get over this fucking lingering cough.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, like how does that process work? What do you have to do? Um,
What do I have to do to get booked? Is that
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
asking?
basically get gigs,
Um.
book, whatever, do features.
So it's kind of hard. Like I don't. Sorry. I don't get like a lot of featured and headlining stuff. It's just those ones are really hard because what it is there's the Sacramento forum pages and stuff like that, and people post all the time on there like, "Hello, I'm looking for a headliner." Blah blah blah. Email me if interested, and then you just email, and then if they want you, they take you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's really
okay.
hard. So that's why I always tell comics it's really important to record your sets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
so when
would
you get
agree,
your
100%.
funny one, like when you have the crowds dying,
Right.
and because they want a video,
Yeah.
so you send them the
That's a good.
video.
That's actually a good tip.
Well, yeah, like for example, the headlining show that I'm doing, he goes, "Do you have proof that you've done a headlining show?" And I said yes, and I sent him my 40-minute video of me performing for my birthday,
Yeah.
and that's what made him pick me because I was able to hold the crowd for 40 minutes, and it was funny material, and the crowd was laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
So it show, you know what I mean? So and you always got to stay up to date with it because you can't post videos from like that was like 5-ish months ago.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But if you're posting like videos from like 3 years ago, you need to update your shit.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion because if I was a promoter and you sent me a video from 3 years ago, I'd be like, what? You ain't got no new material. You're just doing the same stuff. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point. That's
Yeah. So
good
I think
point,
that's
actually.
best to just
Within, how would you say it? Within a year at least, like, or something current like that?
just I say, and that's I don't think comics should rush to doing shows. I think you should let it come to you. Like I'm trying to think of the first show I ever done, like show, and I personally think it might have been, God, it might have been like a show because I've always done open mics. But yeah, a lot of the times they will come to you, and then if someone is asking to put you on a show, that means they see the potential in you. You know what I mean? And you didn't have to go asking for it, like, oh, can I be on a show? Can I be on a show? Like that's okay. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, if someone's asking for you, then you in your head you should know I'm ready to be on shows.
That's a bonus right there.
Yeah, because
bonus.
if you're like, dude, this guy wants me to be on a show, and I didn't even have to ask, like he just seen me be funny, then you
Yeah.
know, okay, now I should start booking myself on shows.
Yeah, I have an interesting take on that too because, like, yeah, I feel like yeah, you got to be patient and just wait, and it'll come because I feel like if you're bugging people, if you're asking to get on, like to me, like that's like I'm old school, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're just begging at that
Well,
point.
that's what I do. That's what I like when you do the post, just be like, hello, I'm interested. Here's the video. Don't keep saying, hello, did you get back? Hello, hello, hello. Send the video. If you don't get responded, then it wasn't meant to be. Just like that show for the headlining one. I sent it to him, I think that was like late November. No, early November. And then I got a message randomly like, hey, are you still available? And I was like, what show was it? And I had to go back and look up what we were texting, and I was like, oh yes, I'm available. So that's what I'm saying. That if they want you, they will hit you back. If not,
Right.
then just you gotta let it be, because you gotta remember there's a lot of guys out there that are probably gonna get it, and you have to kind of accept it. But eventually,
Yeah.
get it. Like, just a lot of comics think, oh, I'm 6 months in, I should be on all these shows. It's like,
Right.
it's good to be on show, but you gotta remember it takes time.
Takes time, yeah.
Like
Takes
me,
time.
even me being 2 years in, I know there's guys that's gonna be on a show that's gonna be way better than me,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. But then there's gonna be those people who see the worth in you.
Well, because I heard the saying. I saw it on YouTube, and it was something that what was the comedian's name? Oh, dude, comedian and coffee guy. What's
Comedians in cars getting coffee.
I mean, yeah, that guy.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld. He said to a comedian said to him, or he even like I think he quoted Jerry saying that, and he told him that yeah, like when you're in comedy or however long you're doing it, think of it this way, like in the sense of you're a child, so like or the age. So if you're doing comedy, like let's say 5 years, you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's what he told him.
That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah, and I caught that, and I was like, that actually makes sense because, shit, you're doing it for 2 years. We're a little bit over a year, so we're still infants, like
Yeah.
we got a long ways to go, but we enjoy it, and it's been a fun experience for me so far. Just meeting you guys here in town
Yeah, it's
locally,
great.
I was like, man, like, when I was planning to do it and trying it out, I was like, because actually, going back to the Blackwater thing,
Mm-hmm.
when I did the Blackwater, there was no other comedians. I was the
Yeah.
only one,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Because
holy
it's the music mic. That's because Poppy's had the music mic, and then some comics would go.
Yeah.
And I told the comics, I'm all like, I made the Poppy's mic for us comics. So
Yeah.
let's stop going to the music ones because the crowd is going to be for comedians, not for musicians.
Right.
Because there's a guy going up there singing, and these girls are like, oh my God, I'm here for the music. And then we go up there and say dick jokes, and they get all mad.
Yeah. Well, the thing also was that kind of learning early on was that I was like, damn, like there's no comedians, like it's
Yeah.
nothing but musicians, and I was like, damn, I want to, cause like I was waiting to see other comedians. I was like, where are the comedians here in town? And then eventually found my way to Finnegan's. I was like, oh shit, this is it. This is the scene right here.
I hate to cut you off, but is it okay if I use the restroom?
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Is that okay?
boom. Yeah. Jordan has cancer. No, actually, no, he doesn't. Interesting story, man. Man, that's pretty crazy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you should probably.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna summarize the whole thing. No, Jordan was mentioning that.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom because I have one kidney and I
Yeah.
have to pee a lot, and I had to explain to him that I had cancer
Yeah.
twice. So
Twice.
I had it twice, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm good now. I'm good. I got one kidney and a quarter each lung missing, but I'm good.
He's good, man.
So that's why I was like,
you
I
got to
really-
bring that out. Bring that bit out again.
You think so? Do you think it's
Yeah.
funny enough?
And then bring a cup, like a donation cup or something, with as a prop.
Listen, guy, I don't want to try to pity you guys, but just pull out the change cup. Like,
Yeah.
Please help this comedian. I had it twice.
All right. Merch. Is the merch coming soon right there?
Oh my God.
Oh man. Man, you know what? Man, it's been a pleasure having you on, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. It was really good to be on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get your other homies, other boys. And,
We'll be back.
Yeah.
I think you need to have us all one
Yeah.
at a time, and then we'll have an episode where it's all three of
Yeah,
us.
for sure, definitely.
You got to have Nick on. Nick will be fucking great.
Once he gets out of rehab.
Yeah.
That asshole.
God bless his soul.
Oh man, so many problems that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck with Amazon. Yeah. He's at Amazon.
Yeah.
But anything else? Anything to plug or?
Yeah, just check me out on social medias, Jordan Quattlebaum, Twitter, Instagram.
You know what? Send me your links, and I'll put that on
Yeah.
the description.
And then
shit.
YouTube's just Jordan Quattlebaum. And then follow my cat on Instagram.
Well, yeah, you cat. His cat got an
The
Instagram.
smelly cat Phoebe. Dude, I didn't tell you that my cat is blowing up on that app TikTok.
Oh, really?
Me and my girlfriend made her a TikTok. That cat literally hit
shit.
almost 20,000 views, 1,000 followers. So yeah, follow her.
Right. Yeah, man. That's dope. Conundrum again. He's EP, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Go
iTunes,
download
Google
it,
Play, everywhere.
buy it, whatever. Hit him up for it, so I can tell you his cancer story.
Yeah. I should have put that on there. I recorded it on my birthday show. I should have put that on the EP.
Right.
Deluxe album.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Follow me also. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
You
all
don't
that
follow
shit.
me on Twitter.
Huh? I didn't know you had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
We're gonna follow each other
Yeah,
after this.
yeah. After this, we're gonna follow each other
I
home.
got some funny tweets.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
Anyway, peace, everyone. Thank you.